Hi everyone, my name's Katie. I just thought I'd touch base with you really. This is a bit of an ad hoc upload just to give you an update on how we're doing. And I'm having a bit of a rough time, which is why I think I've decided to upload this video a bit last minute and a bit raw and unedited because that's what life is at the end of the day. So just as I said, to give you an update, my daughter's nursery has had a positive COVID test, and as a result she has been with us for 2 weeks now because we've got to self-isolate as a result. It's been hard. It's been so hard trying to juggle her and Aiden, who is still really a newborn. And we are still in lockdown here in the UK. It's lockdown 2.0, so everything is still shut, and it's getting into winter and it's cold and it's horrible, and I'm just struggling, really. I mean, it's amazing how we agree to have children and we want to have children, and yet when they come, there are times where you just need to get away from them. And this is one of those times. I've actually we've got a little sort of makeshift office in the back of our garage. And this is where I've basically hid out for the afternoon because I just need a break. I just need to get away from it all a little bit. And I know that might sound a bit selfish, but if I don't, then I'm gonna struggle and I'm gonna collapse, and I don't think the family needs that to happen. So I just sort of come in here just to get away from it all, really. And as I mentioned, one of the things I'm really struggling with actually is being with the two children at the moment and enjoying them, and that comes with its own massive load of mum guilt, and I hate that. So the reason why I'm making this video is because I thought I'd share with you a little tip on anyone else who's going through the same thing, especially through lockdown. And I read about this when I was pregnant with Emily the first time round, and I thought it was a really good idea. So one of the things we did is create an email account for her, and email password with, Hotmail or Live.co, Microsoft or Gmail or whatever. Create a new one for your child and set it all up, just as if it's your own or theirs. And occasionally, once in a while, just write them an email to that email address, just about from yourself to them, and write down everything that you are thinking and what you're doing, and any new developments in life at the time, and just write it all down. Lockdown is a really good time to write this because you're almost sort of blogging what's going on at the time, and it will be really interesting for them to open this up one day and read it and know exactly what you were going through, because when they grow up and they're our age, it will just be hopefully just a blip. Hopefully there'll be vaccines available and it will be a sort of a distant hazy memory for them. So people will talk about COVID-19 and they'll just think, oh, it's something that happened in the past. And we, as the adults and the parents, are living through it, and it's really good to be able to document what we're feeling, what we're doing, and how we're coping, because that way we can give them hopefully the tools that if something happens in the future, they know that we've been through it and we've survived it before. So this is what I'm doing, and I think it's a really nice way also to check in with your feelings about your children and basically make sure that you reflect properly on your time with them, because you're not going to write to your daughter or your son, when they're small children, in the email, oh, we're having a really rough time, everything's really rubbish. You take your time to think about it. You're putting words on a computer or pen to paper, so to speak, and you are really thinking about it, and just taking a moment to actually think about it. Think, well, this email is going to go to them. They might read it one day, you know, when they're 18 or 21, and you give them the password and they open up all these emails, which is, I love that idea. I think it will be lovely. They're going to read it, and you want them to read something that's going to actually be a quite nice thing for them to read as now, will be adults. And therefore it kind of resets your brain a little bit and helps you look at them a bit differently. So this is what this sort of little video is about, really. It's just my little tip to you to say, if you can, and you're really struggling with your children, maybe make them an email account and just occasionally check in with them and just write an email. Have a rant if you want. Actually, that might make you feel better. Tell them how much like they're frustrating you, and you need to hide out in your garage office to get away with them. And actually, it makes you feel better. So yeah, so there you go. There's my little sort of live raw video on how I'm getting on this evening, and I hope people check in and understand what we're going through. Okay, I'll speak to you later. Bye.